Greetings everyone, this is Elizabeth, and today I thought we would make a card with some floral fun going on and no black. We're going to do some stamping, but we're not going to use any black today. Stamping and stenciling. And I have pulled out some colors that I think will go pretty good together. I'm going to do a blue solid background, nice and light, very splotchy, so that we can add in some Tropical Tango, which is more of a greenish blue, and this one is Remember Me, but you can use any brand, any colors that you want. But if you have the Simon Hurleys and you want to follow along, you'll want to pull out the Remember Me, Tropical Tango, Crown Me, Triple Berry, Sidewalk Chalk, Woof, Grrr, Overzealous, and Prom Queen. And then again, use what you have. If you've got some floral silhouette stamps, you'll want to pull those out. These ones are by the Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous. They do have a matching stencil, which we're not using today with all the stencils, which is kind of funny. This is a Tim Holtz background that we're going to use. This one, see if you can see that, is just a couple of floral stencils. These ones are by Plaid, the folk art brand, both of those. And then this one is a little birdie stamp, super cute, and I thought it would go great with the zigzags. Now this one is a Recollections, but again, a lot of companies make fun shapes and stuff. You can just go to your favorite company. You can make your own if you have a cutting machine. So grab what you would like to play along. I'm gonna set these little guys out of the side, off to the side, and then we are gonna work with our regular, what is these, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I've got a top fold and a side fold because I'm not quite sure how it's gonna look, and then I've got the front panels. Now this paper is just my 65-pound paper, my Nina Solar White, I do believe. Just something smooth that'll blend pretty good since we're doing some stenciling. And I just took one sheet of paper, cut it into fourths. Those fourths will fit both of our card fronts, so it doesn't matter how we want to do that. Okay, it'll fit them both. And we're gonna get started. Let me move these guys out of the way and we'll pull them out as we need them. All right, I've also pulled out my blender brushes. You can use any brand, any company you like. What you're looking for is something very, very compact. Okay, that compactness is what's gonna help do the blending. I even got this guy by Eco Tools. You use what you have. You can use your dome blenders, things like that. But today we're going to use these. And I've got my card panel, and the very first thing we want to do is lay down our background. Now for me, I'm going to use my medium blue. It's not dark, it's not light. It's just kind of in the middle. Okay, let me get this little pad so it doesn't move. Now we're gonna tap in there, grab some ink, okay, and we're gonna tap off. Tapping off gets that ink all in there, nice and happy. And we're going to blend. Now you're gonna see nice, weird strokes, okay? I'm not going for perfect blending, so I can get in here, go willy-nilly, go right up here, grab this, go around the edges, okay? Get some fun strokes. Look at that, okay? Very blotchy. We don't want it covered 100%. We want it sky-like. You know, you have your white patches, you have some movement in there. We want it nice and free-formed, okay? So that's our background. Now we're going to pull more background. And this one I was thinking would be fun to do in the Tropical Tango. I'm not using a stamp positioner for this, because this again is part of the background. It's going to be free-formed, just hopefully not too bright. I'm going to stamp in the corner. Nope. Okay. I'm going to get that. I'm going to turn it because I don't want it perfect. And there we go. Okay. It's got, you can tell there's some leaves, but you see some green dots and whatnot. Need to give my little ink pad a haircut. Okay, so it's very willy-nilly on there because we don't want it perfect, mainly because if I did it perfect, I would have 2 streaks or 1 streak, and if I did it this way, you know, I've got this weird line right there. Nothing to worry about. Okay. All right, now we're gonna clean up, and to do that, I'm gonna mist this because I think we're gonna be able to get something else out of there. And I'm going to take my paper, and this time I'm going to lay it right on top, pick that up. We might be able to get another card out of this. Yeah, look at that. And then this one we would just trim down, but I'm going to set that to the side. We're going to clean this up. Okay, give me one moment. All right, so I did some cleanup. And we're gonna add some texture now. We're gonna add this, but I think we're gonna do it in a gray color. Okay, let me get a brush all nice and clean. And these ink blending brushes, all you gotta do is rub them on a towel, and then you can check them. Nice and clean. So we're gonna pick up some woof. Tap that just like before, and then just pick some areas to add some texture. Now this part, we don't want to fill it, okay? We just want to add some interest. Oh yeah, see, look at that. And it's very faint. It's not supposed to scream at us that we did that, okay? So now I'm just going to clean my brush, a couple of wipes, clean my stencil, and because these are water reactive, it's super easy. A little bit of water takes that ink right off. All right, dry that up. Now we're going to go in with our next background element, the zigzag. And if you're like, I don't like zigzags, you can use straight lines, you could use circles, just something geometric, something fun to go against the organic. Okay, and this time I'm going to go in with a little bit of Gur, so it's the brown color. Oops. Okay, that's it. That's all we need. Just a little hint. We're gonna go there, scooch this down. I'm gonna just pick up what's there. I don't need to dip back in. Okay, and I don't need it to be perfect, so I'm not even caring if it's moving around or anything. Very nice, isn't that? That nice little gray, a little bit of brown. All right, so we're gonna put that away. We're gonna do a little bit of cleanup. I'll be right back. Okay, so that's all nice and clean, and we've pulled out our floral stencils now, because we want to add a little bit of color to the background, and then we're gonna stamp over the top of these with a darker color. So we're going to want to use our lighter colors, and this is a brighter pink, and I have my purple. Those are going to be the stamped flowers because it's nice bright vibrant color, and these are more pastel-y, so these are going to be my background colors, with the foliage going to be the overzealous, because I think that will just make everything really happy. I'm hoping anyways. That's all we can do is hope. hope for the best. So I'm gonna grab my little stencil brush, which is a makeup brush again, and I'm gonna put this flower right here, and I'm not gonna worry about tapping off this time because I have the stencil to help move that color in there. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna grab our sidewalk chalk, and I'm just gonna pick it up with the tip of my brush because I don't need the whole mess of it, just the tip. And then we're gonna go down here, and I'm gonna be careful not to get into that green I just put down. And I went over a little bit, but that is okay. It's just something you gotta watch. Make sure that's nice and dry. I'm just gonna set this to the side so I can clean it later, and I'm going to grab my other stencil, and we're gonna do it a little upside down, I think. I'm gonna do that one. Grab my green. Right there. This nice leaf too. Okay. This leaf. And just tapping that color in there because it is a small space and I don't want another boo-boo. Okay, and then we're gonna pick up this luscious purple. And we're going right over the top of everything, those blues and everything. Oops. That's all right. It's a stencil, it's homemade. All right, don't those look beautiful? Oh, I'm loving this already. I'm gonna set this aside so I can clean it. I'm gonna wipe up this little bit of green. Okay, and now for the grand finale. We're going to stamp, oops, don't do that. We're going to stamp on our brights. So we've got Prom Queen and we've got that one. Crown Me. Peel these stampers off, and I think we're gonna do a darker green bottom. So I'm just gonna get my stamping block because I don't need it to be perfect. It's a little too long for my block, so I'm gonna have to get my other one. Which one do I want? This one? Yep, this one, much better. And you do want a block that covers most of your background because it's just easier that way, trust me. So we're gonna take some purple and we're just gonna tap that purple right in there. Right in there. And then we're gonna get this green. And this one we didn't pick up at the beginning, but it's Fake Plant, something dark. We need something dark for this. Okay, and I just use the corner of this like it's my little tool and just tap it right where I need it. Okay. And then we can just decide where do we want to put it. And I'm thinking we're just gonna go right through these guys. Right over the top of everybody. Just a nice press. Make sure we get everybody stamped in there and lift. Ha ha, look at that. Give that a little wipe. Grab our next one. And this one, let's do again with the, see if you can see that. I'm just gonna use the tip of this guy just to get it where I need to get it. Just like so. Just the tip. Okay. And if you get it too far up, you can use your finger and wipe it off. And that last one was purple, so let's get out some Prom Queen. And again, we're gonna go in with the tip. Just like so. And then stamp nice and good for the rest. There we go. And then this one, we're gonna go right over the top of our boo-boo, just like, where's that pink at? Right that. Nice firm pressure. Lift. Look, we covered it up. Isn't that great? Oh, so fabulous. So fabulous. Okay, I think these little twiggies are going to be all green. I don't know what that is, but this one is cute. And I'm liking the green, so I think I need more green. So we're just going to ink up the whole guy, just like so. Put a little bit with this one. Double stamping, because, yeah, that happens. Put a little bit with this one. Oh, look at that. So beautiful. A little bit off to the side right there. Okay. Ooh, I like that. What do you think? Now, if you're not digging on the double, it happens. It happens quite a bit. You can get like a Q-tip or a paintbrush or a water brush. Trying to find a water brush here. And because these are water reactive, I'm going to pick up some of this green. And then I'm just going to follow along. Fill her in like it was meant to be. Just like so. And because we got that one area wet, we're going to do it to the rest of it just so it looks uniformed, okay? So what we did to one area, we did it to the rest just to make it cohesive. There we go. That's the big word we were looking for. And I'm thinking we need another purple one because we can't have enough purple. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink up just the flowers. Just the flowers. So I'm going to wipe off that little bit there. Okay. And we're going to put those little cutie pies right there. Oh yeah, see? And there we have it. One beautiful stamped and stenciled floral arrangement. Get these put back together and we shall trim this up and see what we have. Okay, pull out our little trimmer. Now this panel is the exact size of our card and I'm wanting to do a nice little border, so I'm going to trim that down. Okay, and I actually like this side, so I'm going to trim off this side. Now normally it's 4 1/4, so I'm going to take off a little quarter, so we're going down to 4, and then we have a 5 1/2. So we're going to take off a quarter, so we're going to 5 1/4, and I'm just going to take it right off the top. Okay, I'm taking a quarter off of both sides, and now we have this beautiful white border for our card. Clean that up before we set something in it, just like so. And to really make it pop, I'm going to ink these edges a little bit. Just a little something something, and we're gonna do it with sidewalk chalk. I'm just gonna pull a color out of my arrangement I think needs more help, which would be this one, because these two work really good. We've got that going on. I think we need a little bit more pink, pinky purple. So I'm gonna load up my brush. Okay, nice and loaded. Hold my paper. And then we're going to scoop. Okay, we're just going to scoop that. Throw things around too. Ink, scoop. Ink, scoop. And I'm kind of going down and over, okay? Because we just want to catch the edge. Ink and scoop. And then hopefully you can see that we're just adding that hint of pinky purple right to the edge. Just like so. And at this point, while you're doing this, you can think, do I want it flat or do I want to pop it up? Now, wouldn't take much to pop it up on your card front. Something's on the table there. Okay. And then see how that little, just a little touch of pink just makes it so yummy. Okay. Easy peasy. And I'm thinking this little gem is gonna need a pop-up. I'm thinking. So I will pop that up and post images on Instagram and my Facebook page. So if you like this and want to see some close-up pictures, head on over to my Instagram at Elizabeth Costa-Rogers or to my Facebook page, Chat with Sassy. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.